Hi everybody, well, it is the 26th of November 2020 and we've just had an update to Pubg on console with patch 9.2, so I thought we'd go through the update patch notes so you can get up to speed on the changes before you fire up the game. So here we go. Gameplay, we've now got the new vehicle, the dirt bike. Now this is only a single-seater motorbike, but it should be able to handle off-road a lot better than the old dirt bike, which was a two-seater, wasn't it? The new single-seater dirt bike is more than just a light version of the motorbike. It has its own independent clutch system to rev the engine, improved suspension for off-roading, and some other fun features we know it won't take you long to find. Not to mention another fun addition coming in the future. Oh, I wonder what that will be. The dirt bike spawns on all maps except for Karakin and will replace 50% of the existing bikes out there. We're looking forward to a whole slew of new stunt videos with this one. The dirt bike is a new single-seater motorcycle, spawns on all maps except Karakin, available in normal custom matches and training mode. There it is. Characteristics: great acceleration with a top speed of 130 km an hour. Off-road suspension provides superb performance on uneven terrain compared to other vehicles. Yeah, let's see if it doesn't glitch out though and you hit those invisible brick walls. Outstanding manoeuvrability with the ability to disengage the clutch when handbraking to block auto gearbox and allow hard turns while preserving engine RPM and momentum. Added the ability to alter pitch using left stick up and down during acceleration and braking. I think that means do a wheelie or a nose wheelie. And what's a nose wheelie called? A nollie? No, an endo, isn't it? An endo. Now this is a bit controversial. This one, I think. New feature: driver shooting. There we go. It's been requested for a long time, and we're finally happy to add shooting functionality to vehicle drivers. The new system allows you to fire sidearm weapons while driving and maintaining control over the vehicle, albeit with slightly reduced response while reloading. This functionality works for most vehicles, and there are a couple of limitations which you can read about below. We're excited to see the new kinds of gameplay that emerge from these additions, and please let us know how it feels. Vehicle drivers can now draw, reload and fire sidearms while having full control over vehicle inputs. The power of vehicle steering input decreases slightly when the driver is reloading. The driver shooting feature is enabled on all vehicles except boats and the BRDM. So I've watched a bit of gameplay with people using this feature. I must admit they were probably good players because they were killing people very regularly, shooting them from cars. And there was a few videos I watched where you could see both people's points of view. And I'll read about it in a minute, but what they've done is they've smoothed the camera when you're in vehicles or on a motorbike to make it easier to shoot people. So from what I've seen, it kind of makes it to a situation where it's as easy, or it looks as easy, to shoot someone from a moving vehicle as it is for the person who is trying to shoot the moving vehicle to shoot the driver. It kind of really rewards being aggressive in a vehicle and driving around trying to shoot people out of the window of the car. I'm going to have to put some serious hours into Pubg trying this out and more importantly, I guess for me, defending it to see whether that's the case. Because obviously Pubg, I know it's not a simulator, but it's one of the more serious shooters out there. And I think there should be massive accuracy penalties for shooting from a vehicle. To drive and to hold a handgun and then try and shoot somebody should be very, very difficult to do. And I think also when it comes to when you reload, you should lose control of the vehicle. You should lose steering. And on a motorbike, if you try and reload, you should fall off. You shouldn't be able to reload while you're on a motorbike. But anyway, that's the way I feel about it. And then they go into the controls. So to toggle aiming, you just press the left trigger. Right, okay. Sorry, you click in R. Do you? Right stick. R3 is click in right stick. Alright. Boost. Okay. Reload. Tap only when... So reload is different. It's a tap. Alright, so these are the different controls, aren't they? So it's toggle aiming is you click in the right stick on Xbox and PlayStation. and then to shoot you, right, so you toggle aim on, then you start shooting, and then you reload by tapping the reload button. Wow, gosh, yeah. Interesting. Vehicle aiming overhaul. Driver and passenger views are now heavily stabilized while aiming. The camera rotation will not follow the rotation of the vehicle. Driver and passenger cameras have been adjusted and moved closer to the character for easier and more accurate aiming. Yeah. So then it shows you, so you can shoot with the Deagle, the P18, the P19, the 92, the R1895, the R45, the Scorpion, the flare gun, and the Sword-Off. The Sword-Off can only be equipped by drivers on bike-type vehicles. With the addition of driver firing, we've decided now is a great time for a balance pass on those weapons. All sidearms across the board have received improvements to damage multipliers, aiming, ADS movement and speed and more. The goal is to make all secondary weapons more viable through the game, not just in vehicles. It's a pretty extensive list, so check down below. So they're making the sidearms better, because I never used to run with the sidearm, apart from right at the beginning of PUBG. So they've increased the headshot multiplier a little bit, damage multiplier to limbs a little bit, decreased aim deviation multiplier. Okay, so yeah, so they've basically made all the firearms, all the shotguns a little bit better. Weapon balance adjustment, ARs. We're constantly listening to your feedback and discussing community sentiment internally. After careful review, we agree with many of you that the barrel adjustment with 9.1 wasn't effective enough at reducing the strength of the barrel in relation to other assault rifles, and have made the following follow-up adjustments to this patch. To reduce the difference in reload speed of the barrel with the M416, the SCAR, the QBZ and G36C, the following adjustments were made. Magazine reload times of the M416, SCAR, QBZ, G36 has been decreased by 10%. The magazine reload time of the barrel has been increased by 5%. The horizontal recoil of the barrel has been increased. Okay. Other. Lava damage calculation update. The method for processing damage inflicted in the edge of the lava has been improved. Now lava damage is inflicted more precisely when players come in contact with the lava surface. Now gas cans will explode when they come in contact with lava. Also, spilt gas will catch fire when coming into contact with lava. The warm-up time in training mode has been increased to 60 seconds from the previous 90 seconds. We have decided to disable the seasonal match Paramo, the new map, first person on EU servers. The decision was made to better ensure that we're providing healthy matchmaking queues. Xbox Series S frame rate cap. Frame rate cap on the Xbox Series S has been increased to 60 frames per second at 1080p. Okay. Battle Bride Pass. So they've got these new short battle passes, haven't they? I won't really go through it, but now you've got Team Finder. You can report players, so if you ever kill somebody really well, you're going to get reported. Performance has been improved. Vikendi quality of life update. Vikendi is also getting a few small convenience adjustments to this update. We've adjusted the circle settings to be a little bit more inland and removed some small clutter that was hindering vehicle movement. Adjusted the number of house sets to make final phases more open and more. Fixed the tendency of this first circle to lean too much towards the outskirts of the map. The safe zone will now commonly appear more inland. We have removed small objects and farms and fields that which were inhibiting vehicle movement. The number of house sets has been reduced, as the space between house sets has been modified to ensure late game blue zones aren't overly abundant with buildings. We hope this will have more fights in the fields. Large rocky areas around the centre of the map and rocky hills east of the cement factory have been changed to enable access while on foot and in vehicles. Remove small objects around the river which were not able to be used as cover and hindered player movement. New skins. Very nice, I guess. Black Friday G-Coin bundle. So how much is... I don't think 10% off is really is a good Black Friday deal, PUBG. Come on. What's that one? Yeah, 10% off. Gosh, right, okay. Bug fixes, blah blah blah. Don't really worry about any of that stuff. Oh, so there we go. So the big changes are shooting while driving. You can now do that, and the new dirt bike. There we go. So PUBG update 9.2 on console. Obviously, it's free. Download it now. Give it a go. Unfortunately, I can't really play that much PUBG at the moment because I've been playing loads of Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War, which I think is fantastic. But as soon as I get the time, I will be delving back in. So there we go. What do you think? Put your questions and comments down below. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.